So I wrote this part. So after speaking with a friend I've been connecting with recently, he suggested that I begin recording some of my messages that are coming through in meditation. I'd stumbled into this with no intention of talking publicly about them, and honestly somewhat still doubted the validity of the messages I was receiving. So this is a scary move for me. Make no mistake, I was very nervous releasing this, but I've always been conscious of letting go of fear of ridicule and not letting that hold me back. I set up a recorder, and in my meditative state I asked, what does the world need to hear right now? And the following is the transcript of the words I spoke. Now, the reason I asked that is because I just wanted to test this guidance, because I had answered so many questions about myself, but I feel like everyone knows about themselves. So I just wanted to see if I could, I don't know, I just wanted to test it, basically. So the message was, the purification of our vessels is essential for the evolution of humanity. Each of us is called to seek our highest guidance, to return our vessel, our body, our mind, our spirit, back to a state of zero, a place of purity and stillness. In this state, we can connect with the divine more easily. Yet distractions, toxins, and clutter both within and around us make this connection harder, and still, the divine is with us every day, even when we don't realize it. We often call it intuition, a gut feeling, or an inner knowing. But when we are silent, when we are purified, and when we are at peace, it becomes easier to hear this guidance clearly. That's the first little thing. Your thoughts so far, Daniel?
Sounds reasonable.
Divine guidance is not complicated. It is quiet, intuitive knowing of how each of us are meant to live. It shows us how we are meant to contribute to the ascension of humanity. We each have a role to play, whether large or small. Every role is equally important. Some influence others, some mirror our deepest fears, some seek answers, and some awaken others. But all are necessary. One cannot continue without the other. The message is simple, yet profound. Be who you truly are. Not who the outside world tells you to be, but who you are. Deep within, aligned with your very DNA, your unique path to the genetic coding, the design gifted to you. You are here to add to the ascension of the collective, as within, so without. When we collectively quiet our minds and listen to our inner knowing, we begin to walk the path we were always meant to walk. In doing so, we unlock the codes within us, codes that are dormant until peace is restored. This is why meditation matters. It is a tool to return to peace. The more we are at peace, the more we clearly hear the voice of the divine. That's it so far. There's a bit more. How are you feeling about that, Daniel?
All sounds good.
The more our inner knowing comes alive, the closer we draw to God. And yet the word God has been lost. And yet the word God has lost its true meaning. It is not simply a figure. It is not a distant or external. God is the word we have chosen to represent all that is, the source of everything, both seen and unseen. A better word would simply be is. Some call it source, the divine, the universe, the divine spark, but all it truly needs to be is. And as a fractal of this is, your role is simply to be, to experience existence with gratitude, to appreciate the opportunity to exist in this cycle of life and death. God, or is experiencing itself through infinite perspectives, and yet even this is part of the illusion. Is an illusion within its own illusion. Is everything and nothing at once. Now is the time of the great unfolding. The return of Christ is near. Not Christ himself, but the way of Christ. These are the end days foretold, not to be feared, but to be celebrated. The end days have been misunderstood. The chaos that comes before peace is part of a universal law. It is the final exhale before the plunge into a new way of being. As the veil lifts, it will become clear to all there ever was is me and my own experience of what we call the universe. And when the light within you fades, you cease to experience from that perspective, and so does the universe. because the universe is a product of consciousness, not the other way around. We are all co-creators, and when we realize this, we see clearly our conscious experience is the universe. It is the source of energy. It is God. You are it.